Thank you so much, Kalila. That's a wonderful story. In 2012, we held a convening of not-for-profit organizations to discuss the issue of financial literacy. And what we heard was that the organizations wanted a curriculum that addressed the basic needs of low-income families. A few months later, the executive directors of Bridge Communities, Habitat for Humanity, and H.O.M.E. DuPage came to us with an idea, the Financial Fitness Program, which included an extensive curriculum coupled with one-on-one counseling. The plan was that they wanted to offer it to their clients first and then expand it to other organizations down the road. So we helped them get that program up and running, and since then it has grown exponentially. It is my pleasure to introduce Anne O'Dell, Executive Director of H.O.M.E. DuPage, to share how working in partnership this program has soared. Anne?
Thank you, Barb, for that very nice background explanation of what we do. The official financial fitness program launched in early 2014. It was a series of 9 required 2-hour workshops covering such things as budgeting, credit, banking the unbanked, protecting your assets. As many of us experience in our own organizations, introducing new programming included adjustments here and there so we can find that perfect mix. Through trial and error, our financial literacy program finally found that perfect mix. I would call it cutting edge, innovative, and engaging to participants. Some lessons we learned along the way. You can't tell somebody, hey, come, let's do your budget. You have to call it a spending plan. People become so much more engaged. Also, who has time for 9 2-hour required workshops? So we changed that. It is now 6 workshops. We condensed them into 90 minutes. And after that, we do follow-up one-on-one coaching with those clients. And then there is the transportation issue in DuPage County. Need I say more about that? This allowed us to reevaluate how we were doing this programming, and we reached out to partner agencies, and now we deliver our financial literacy program at their agencies, which was a big help to the clients because they just couldn't get to the center of the county. Our most popular workshop is budgeting, which is really spending planning. Our trained and certified financial coach presents that workshop and tries to tailor to the audience to engage people. And then we'll do the one-on-one, creating the spending plan, down to that $5 latte every day that people feel that they have to have, and how that's impacting their budget. So they see that, wow, this $5 latte every day quickly adds up, and they could be spending it on other things. Our second most popular workshop would be our credit. People don't understand credit. They fall prey to higher interest rates by not having good credit. So we go through the credit, we do a soft hit on the credit report, and then we review their credit with them every 60 days. They see these little changes in their credit report, and it makes them want to do more. What makes them want to save more, continue to make good changes. In 2016, other nonprofits started catching wind of our program, which was our goal when we first started this program, as Barb had mentioned. We had gone out into these nonprofits and we delivered 1 or 2 workshops, and nonprofits really started liking us and like, wow, we want to do this, we want to do that. So our program in the past 2 years has grown 4-fold. We currently partner with 15 nonprofits. We have 5 nonprofits on the wait list for our program. We expect to be servicing those nonprofits in mid-July. We now have 3 financial coaches who are dedicated to this program. So yeah, it's really exciting. In 2 years, we've just, as Barb had mentioned, we've just exploded, and it's really exciting. And by the way, I don't think I mentioned that our services are at no charge. We don't charge our clients, we don't charge the nonprofits. We go out and we do this for free. It allows our nonprofit partners to save their resources to spend on what they're experts at. These programs are made possible through generous donors such as DuPage Foundation. Our program is just one small example of what DuPage Foundation can do. We at H.O.M.E cannot thank you enough for assisting with this and your continued support you have given us. And as well as the support you consistently give these nonprofits in DuPage County. I was telling Dave earlier, we are one of the richest counties, I feel we are one of the richest counties in services we can offer those that are underserved in this county. That is really exciting. I just can't thank you enough. In just a minute, you're going to hear from a recipient, or somebody who participated in our services, and they used the 3 original collaborative partners for this program. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne. Our next speaker, Courtney Andexler, was 12 years old when her mother completed the H.O.M.E DuPage financial literacy classes. Her story embraces a child's point of view amid a family crisis. She shares her unique insight into the reality and the burdens carried by children when their housing security is threatened. Now a sophomore Intercultural Missions and Theology major at the College of DuPage, Courtney will be going on a 9-month mission trip to 4 countries starting this September. She feels compelled to reach out to those in need as a result of her life experiences. She also expresses her world through her art, and she has a really neat website that if you are interested, I can give you later. Or Facebook, I don't know, is it Facebook, website? I don't know the difference between all of it. So I'd like to introduce Courtney.
Well, hello everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying your breakfast. Thank you all for coming, and I would be gladly to share my story with you. So in 2011, my life took a turn that I didn't see coming. Life went from good to beyond difficult when we reached a financial crisis. I was 12 years old at the time, and I'm the oldest of 4 children. I was young, terrified, and confused as to what was going on. I didn't know what a financial crisis was or what effects it had on my family right away. All I knew was something was horribly wrong, and I can sense the stress and anxiety over my family like a black cloud. This black cloud appeared after watching my mom go to food pantries on a weekly basis, seeing how much of a struggle it was to take care of our basic needs, and having to feel that lack of security that comes with having a place to call home. It wasn't long until we became a part of a transitional housing program. It was great for the time being, but not even 2 years later, I felt that black cloud of despair and anxiety return to our household. The black cloud reappeared when we realized that the program was ending and we would no longer have a place to stay. It almost felt as if it was a temporary solution to a permanent problem. I didn't think this black cloud would disappear, and I was already losing hope as I realized another change in our life was occurring. I remember just being a small child and just dreaming of having a place to go home, my own bed, and a safe and happy environment in which I can enjoy my role of being a child. I didn't have this. And in fact, this is something that other people take for granted, but for me, it seemed like a dream that was way out of reach. Knowing this made me feel sad, hopeless, and scared more than anything. I didn't know what would happen, and I was frightened for the future of my family and I. It wasn't until my mom started going to classes through H.O.M.E DuPage and meeting with her counselors that I started to see our family's dreams were finally coming true. I watched my mom gain more knowledge on what it's like to own a home, how to make those dreams possible, and how to handle her finances. The more they taught my mom the tools of being a successful homeowner and gave her the information she needed, the more hope and confidence I could see within her. Even though I was clueless when it came to finances and home ownership, I actually started to see the grains of hope falling into place. I saw how H.O.M.E DuPage was changing my family for good. There were a couple times I even met some staff from H.O.M.E DuPage, and they were the sweetest, most kind-hearted people I've ever met. My family and I dreamed of owning a home, something that we can be proud of and just say, yes, this is ours. That was only something that came from the help of H.O.M.E DuPage. You see, H.O.M.E DuPage is more than just an organization. It gave me strength, security, and reassurance that I would be taken care of no matter what. Within several months, our lives went into a positive direction as we started to see more opportunities becoming available for our family. In 2013, we were eligible to get a Habitat for Humanity home with the help of my mom's H.O.M.E DuPage counselors. I was 14 at the time when we found out that we were going to get a home of our own. Rather than feeling this black cloud of despair and anxiety, I was just able to be a kid and not having to worry about anything else, or not having a home, or not having food, or any of those other worries a child should not be having. Looking back on the events that have occurred over the past 6 years, I couldn't be more grateful for where I am today. Currently, I am 19 years old, and I'm studying at the College of DuPage, and I plan to major in Intercultural Missions and Theology, like Barb said. And thanks to organizations like H.O.M.E DuPage and everything that they have done for my family, I've decided to devote my career to a life of service. If it wasn't for H.O.M.E DuPage making such a big impact on my life, I don't think I would be so passionate about helping other people in need. Every time I think of what H.O.M.E DuPage has done for my family, I'm constantly reminded of the abundant hope, blessing, and just happiness that they have given me. I thank them for saving my life and being a hero for me when my family and I were in desperate need. I can't imagine what my life would be like without H.O.M.E DuPage coming to our rescue. I know that I am just one example of the many lives being changed through H.O.M.E DuPage. I am blessed to be living proof of what H.O.M.E DuPage does on a daily basis throughout DuPage County. Thank you for letting me share my story.
We were all that poised at 19, right?